play with it. Play with how many different ways you can incorporate sweeps into your existing footwork. Here's the staircase. Really easy. From your forward position, you hook your leg either, up on top of your knee or down by your shin. That's upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs. This move was taught to me by, I've been using this move in breaking before, but I never really knew the name for it. I really like the name staircase, and that was given to me by a b-boy named Profo from Floor Gangs, and he's from San Francisco. And if you notice, when I go upstairs, I lift my hips up so I can get a really nice dynamic freeze. It lets me have a little level switching in my footwork, so I'm not just staying at the same level, right? You can also go upstairs to downstairs. So here I am, up, down, switch, up, down, switch, up, down, switch, up, down. So practice doing down to up and up to down on both sides consecutively, so you're returning to your footwork base every time you're doing down, up, down. Now let's look at it from a front sweep to a down to a up. This is a common combo that I like to teach people. Got that right leg that sweeps around to the front, downstairs, upstairs, and then you just bring it back downstairs. Gravity is going to want to bring you back down anyway. Sweep, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs. And you could use that second downstairs to continue your 6-step, because that is your leg chop. Downstairs, upstairs, downstairs. Easy as pie, you got that. Okay, next level, spiral staircase. I didn't know this existed until Profo showed me this one too, right? So here I am in my leg chop. My right leg is chopped over. All I'm going to do is spin around so that I end up in a left leg chop. Look at my feet, they're glued to the ground, and I'm kind of spinning around like a top almost, I'm not cartwheeling, it's not a ZuluSpin, we'll get into that later. It's really like doing an easy spin, or sometimes what I like to call a Michael Jackson spin. It's that same thing as standing, but on the ground in your forward position. Now we add the staircase. Spin, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, spin, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, spin. Because notice that spin lands you in a leg chop position. So now, as soon as you land, you leg chop, down, and then spin it around, spiral the staircase, and then do down, on the other side. Here's from a 6-step. Sweep, staircase, upstairs, downstairs, spiral, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, spiral. And then you can continue your 6-step. This was a move that I actually wish that I had worked on more at the beginning, because it's a little bit, not confusing, but it's a different way of moving your body to be spinning around in that position. Outside sweep is one of my favorite moves. Here's an inside sweep. Notice my leg is kind of coming towards myself inside. Now that is the outside sweep. Look at the same leg, the right leg is circling outside, away from my body. So, some people like to put their knee on the ground when they do outside sweep. That'll come in handy for things too. I suggest really try and get both types of outside sweep. So one type where your knee is touching the ground, your opposite knee touches, and one type where the opposite knee doesn't touch. For the purposes of this, I think it's easier to let your outside knee touch down, because what we're going to do is go right from a leg chop. Sweep, leg chop, knee down, outside sweep. Gives you a really nice direction change. So check this out. Here's my 6-step, chop, and outside sweep. Slow down the video if you have to, but all I'm doing is letting that right leg chop, and then I'm going to leave it straight and bring it back around the other way. As I bring my right leg to the back, my left knee is going to go on the ground. Watch. So, left knee down. See it there? These are your taps or switches or CCs. Called CCs because they were made popular by the crew Crazy Commanders, which was around before Rocksteady in New York City, right? Very easy move. Straight leg, twist your hips, leg goes up to the ceiling, down. Switch, twist, down, switch. Twist, down, switch. So it happens from your bunny hop position. Your knees are kind of glued together, right? Here I am in that same little Russian kick exercise we did before, and I'm adding that twist. Those are our two different moves, right? Combine those to make a CC. Twist, down, switch. That's all you got to remember. And I'm balanced there. Look, I can lift my hands off the ground in the middle of the CC. I'm nice and balanced. Twist, down, switch. That's what it looks like a little bit sped up. I love CCs. I mean, something about the way they look really amps up the front part of your footwork. Try and keep your knees together. You could even take like a piece of rope or a sweater and tie your knees together if you want to. I've done that drill and it's actually very, very helpful. So straight leg, twist towards your straight leg, down, switch. If you want to get real intricate with your CCs, really try and twist your hips to the point where the bottom of your foot, the sole of your foot is parallel with the ceiling, okay? Those ones I'm doing there are kind of subtle, but it's all about the twisting. You want to get that Latin style hip twist. Here we go with the up shuffle, right? I use this move in my breaking a lot. I never had a name for it until Ken Swift told me, oh, you're doing the up shuffle. So really all it is a Russian kick. Remember the Russian kicks? In the middle of your 6-step. You get to the front, Russian, no hands, take it to the back. Now when I do this move full speed, I do one Russian kick and then I sweep it around to the back, right? There's my Russian and then leg chop. Just keep continuing. It makes a lot more sense when you see it sped up, right? So here's my Russian, up shuffle and up shuffle. These moves look complicated, but I want you guys to break them down into steps, okay? I'm blazing through this stuff real fast, but I want you to take the time, pause the video if you have to, right? This is a ZuluSpin, otherwise known as the hurricane. So all it is we're from our CC position. It's an over-rotated CC if you think about it, over-rotated tap or switch. So I go straight, and I'm gonna spin over. Instead of doing a twist, I go all the way over. Like that was 3 ZuluSpins in a row. So instead of twist down switch, it's spin down switch. You want to stay curled up, have your weight be forward like a roly-poly, right? Because you're kind of cartwheeling on the ground with your hands. It doesn't look like I'm curled up in a ball, but it really does feel that way. Here's a 6-step, straight, spin, straight, spin. Straight and spin. I think, to be completely honest with you, it takes a lot longer than, how I'm talking through it to master this and some of these moves. So really take the time to practice on your own, okay? Really take the time to pause the video and practice, or watch it over and over and say, okay, how did he do that? Figure out how it works for your body. I twist towards my straight leg, curl up in a roly-poly, and I land on the other foot. A common mistake that sometimes happens is that you over twist and you land onto either your butt or you try and land on your other foot. No, you don't want to do that. You want to land on that twisting foot as in the CC. Look, boom, it puts you right back into the same position you started. My right leg is actually, my left leg there is straight. Twist over into a CC and just over rotate it so my right foot comes to the ground. Oh, the Icy Ice. This move's named after Icy Ice, right? And, a famous b-boy in New York who used to do this in his footwork a lot. He might not have invented it, but to me, he popularized this step. It's a ZuluSpin, but you just kick your leg out. You go almost like a runner's starting position. So if you look at my right leg is straight, I'm going to turn over and boom, look at my opponent like that in my runner's starting position. So instead of being curled in, I straighten that other leg, that left leg, and then I'm ready to shoot into my 6-step as a nice float, a nice long curving line into jagged footwork. Yes. Then I continue the 6-step there. So it's really just an elongated ZuluSpin. Boom. And I call it a reset because it resets your footwork. Reset to shoot forward to the front. Look at that reset step. That's how I'm going to shoot forward into my 6-step. Icy Ice Reset, boom, shoot it forward. The left leg is going to shoot forward. Boom, left leg shoots forward into my 6-step. Icy Ice to outside sweep. Love this combo too. So here we go. If you've mastered your Icy Ice, you've got that Zulu with the elongated leg down. If you have that down, all you're doing is taking that left leg and shooting it through to an outside sweep. Remember, we learned outside sweep before? So think about shooting that left leg through, kicking away from yourself, letting that right knee go down, and sweep around. Sounds complicated, but it's not that hard. Icy Ice Reset, the left leg preps, and sweep it to the outside. So it cuts under yourself and away from yourself. Remember, it's the outside sweep. Outside. Boom. And look, in that Icy Ice Reset, I don't even let my left leg touch the ground. It stays in the air and sweeps. Really important in that particular one that I let my right knee come onto the ground for that outside sweep. So, you know, rewatch the video if you have to. This is how we're going to end a basic ground combo. This is a ZuluSpin to your left into a Babyfreeze on your left. I'm spinning one way now. Look, my left arm sets up right to the left of my belly button for my cricket position. You open your legs, you close them, and then you put one leg up in the air like that. I really want you guys to practice this cricket position. So for me, it's my left hand. My fingers are 90 degrees away from my body, and I'm getting used to that position. Now I put my head down, and I put one leg up in the air. Watch from this angle. Oh, no. You don't want to have a floppy neck. You don't want to be that guy in the club at the party putting his face all over the dirty ground. No, B-boys, we don't do that, right? B-boys and B-girls, we freeze on the top of your head, right where your hairline is pretty much. So you want your spine to be in line. That's a nice looking classic baby freeze. This freeze doesn't come overnight. You got to practice it in steps. Step 1, stab. Step 2, lean over. Step 3, just spread your legs. Be comfortable there. Step 4 is the head, right? Step 5, you put your legs together, and step 6, you spread your legs apart, put one leg up in the air, and you can have your hand either in front or over your head like that. I like it over the head because it kind of reveals your face to your opponent. So I do a ZuluSpin. As I spin, my left hand is already prepped there, boom, to go into the Babyfreeze. So watch my left hand. My left hand is going to prep to go right directly to the left of my belly button now. And that sets me up to go into my Babyfreeze. Do it as slow as that. I'm telling you, do it as slow as that for the start. Don't try and rush into it. You're going to hurt your wrist, your neck, and your feelings, right? You really have to get that wrist used to being in that cricket or stab position before you start blazing into this move. So that's a ZuluSpin to the left with a freeze on the left. Icy Ice Reset, outside sweep. Here I go. I'm going to ZuluSpin and click it into the freeze. Boom, boom. Super easy combo. And if you can execute that combo well, then it's going to show people that really understand breaking that you know what you're doing. Here we are going the other way. Hey, we're outside now. All right, beautiful. So we're going to do a ZuluSpin to the right and set you up with the same freeze, that same Babyfreeze on the left. There's our ZuluSpin to the right, and here I am reaching over myself now. Same thing, left leg, who am I kidding? Left arm sets up into your belly button, right to the left of your belly button, and goes directly into your Babyfreeze position. Right into where that cricket stab is. So here I am, I'm ZuluSpinning to the right, my left hand is getting ready to take my weight. Really important that your fingers are 90 degrees facing away from your body. I've seen so many people do some really scary looking things with their wrists when they're trying to do this cricket freeze. I'm telling you, take it in steps. ZuluSpin, prep it, and freeze. If you've never break before, this might not be the move for you to try on your first day, right? Here's a 6-step, ZuluSpin, and left. There you go. There's that left grounded baby. Yeah, if you're just starting breaking, if you're just starting out, if you're not down with the Rock Island breakers, or if you're not, have a little bit of experience with breaking, I don't want you to start throwing 100% of your weight onto your elbow and your wrist. right away. Take it in stages. Learn the very first things in this video first, alright? Let me slow this down again. Here's a 6-step. My right leg goes straight to do that Zulu to the right. Now my left hand is prepping. There I am, my cricket. I just put one leg in the air and boom. I'm in my open baby freeze. Easy as pie. Here we go. We're putting it into some top rock. There's our corkscrew drop, 6-step, Zulu, boom. That's what it should look like, okay? Ooh, 3-step. 3-step is an easy step that can look really dynamic if we do it correctly. Same bunny hop position we were in before. Kick, kick, push up. Now I return again. That's all 3 steps. Left, switch to the right, and push up. My left leg shoots under, left, right, push up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. So it's really important that I have these good switching footwork position bunny hop type moves. Now look, left leg just shoots and my right leg kind of shoots back, so I'm under myself, right? Basically I don't want you to step all the way out away from yourself like that. You want to be nice and crouching under yourself like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. When it's sped up, you get that kind of floating effect, and that's what we want. But really all you're doing is switch, switch, push up. Left, right, and push up. It's that easy. You could go the other way, so start with the right, left, push up. That's going to take you the other way. That's a great drill right there. So you're going to go both sides. Left, right, push up. Right, left, push up. Really great drill for mastering 3-step in both directions. And it's nice tech. Oh, now we're getting into the 4-step. Okay, 4-step. 4-step is kind of complicated to explain, but you're basically going to put, 2 feet on each side of yourself. It's the best way I can describe it. Here I am, I'm going to do what I call an inside 4-step. Is that what I'm going to do? Let me see what I do on this thing. Here's the 4-step. Yes, we know. You're going to do a 4-step. No, I'm going to do the outside 4-step. So, I'm going to step. Watch here. We go. Right, left, left. And I'm just hopping around myself. There's no other easy way to describe it but right, left, left. Right, left, left. 2 rights on my right side, and then 2 lefts on my left side. Don't be too spread out. Be nice and under yourself, especially when you're in front. Right, and left, and left. Right, left, left. Right, left, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the outside version, right? What I call the inside 4-step is the same thing, 2 on each side, but I'm going to do the opposite foot on the opposite side. So my left is going to start first. So left, cut under myself, left, and then 2 hops on the right. Left, right. See, it has a very different look from the open or outside 4-step. This one you're kind of cutting under yourself. But again, this is a move that looks a little bit hard, but don't overthink it. You're just doing 2 on each side. Think it's either right, left, or left, right. Here's the 2 4-steps added together. There's our 6-step. Now we're going to go into our 4-step. Right, left, right, left. Now I'll switch it up. Left, right, left, right. Boom. Okay, so you can see they have 2 very different feels. Oh, here's the drift. Another move that Profo gave me the name for, really. I mean, I was calling it the scraper before, but I like drift better because it's like a car drifting around the corner of a building, or the corner of a dusty road in San Francisco is what I think of, right? You lead with your hip. So here we are in a long drop to the back position, and all you're doing is scooting your feet, scoot, tiny little circle around the same way you're doing your footwork, right? So for me, I'm scooting them around to my right. Then you just complete your 6-step. Get to the back, drift it. Don't step out too far. Nope. Keep it in under yourself, so when you step through, yeah, that's where you want to be. Here we go. Drift, step. Drift, step it through, and finish your 6-step. Drift, and 6-step. And 6-step. Drift. Drift.